You can clearly see that in 2024, VR technology is not developing so fast. The VR headsets getting only minor updates, and the VR for the home use for single player is not getting any major changes. VR arenas, on the other hand, is absolutely different thing. It is the unique experience that you can get because in our case, you can come with up to 20 players simultaneously to play one game. And we have a lot of competitors, so we have to develop this technology further and further. So we are adding some changes every day. So why do I have a right to tell you about this? Because we are on this market for 6 years already, and for the past 6 years we've opened more than 300 arenas all around the world in 50 countries. We actually have a little bit more experience in the entertainment market because I also own the company who is developing the escape rooms. So we are 10 years on the market of the entertainment business. So I can definitely share the experience with you on how to open the VR arena and how to raise this business. So, you decided that you really want to start your own project in the entertainment industry. Here are some steps that you need to follow to start your own business. First of all, you need to think about it again. Do you really want to start this kind of a business? Because starting your own business is a very time-consuming thing. It's not about only entertainment industry. This business is all about service. So you need to work with people. You need to hire employees. You need to work with the equipment. You need to set up the marketing campaigns. So it is a lot of things that you need to do on your own at the very beginning. Yes, some business owners are living in their VR arenas at the very beginning of starting their business. It does worth it because this business can bring you a lot of profit in the future, and you can get out of the operational processes if you set up business well. Step 2. So you really decided that you want to start this kind of a project. What kind of finances do you need to start a virtual reality arena business? In general, the investment costs start from $70,000. It depends on your project, so it could be a little bit bigger if you want to start a virtual reality park. But for the small arena, this could be enough because you need to buy the equipment, you need to get the license for the content, the games which will be played by your clients, and of course you need to make the decorations of your building. Don't forget about some operational costs like rent, marketing, employees, and many more. So you need to understand if you have this amount of money or if you could get it as a credit in the bank or from the investor. Let me tell you a little bit more in details about some of the main expenses. So first of all, as I said, the equipment. The equipment cost for 20 players for the VR arena will be approximately $20,000. I'm talking only about the equipment for running VR games, like VR headsets, computer, and some other things. But also you need to add some TVs, monitors, maybe PlayStation in the lounge zone, and some little stuff in your location. The next big thing is the content. So you need to get the license from some of the contractors who will support you with the games. It really depends on the content that you are using, but most of the companies, they are charging initial fee from $10,000 to $30,000 for their license fee. Next one is the most expensive, the decorations for your venue. Of course, it depends on the conditions that you have inside, but in general, it might start from $15,000 to $20,000 if you're doing everything on your own, coloring the wallpapers and other stuff. Or it might take up to $100,000 if you're hiring a good contractors. And of course, it depends on how big your location is. And of course, as I said before, it is better to put some operational costs in the investment expenses, like rent for a couple of months and the marketing. It is very important to advertise your business even if you haven't opened yet. If you want to know how to advertise something that does not exist yet, just leave the comment below and we will tell you more about how we do it in our VR arenas. Okay, step number 3 in opening your own VR arena. You decided that you really want to start it, you have the finances for the project, and the next step is the very important one, to find the right spot. Getting the right venue is actually 90% of the success, and this is the theme for, I think, another video. So if you're really interested, let me know in the comments and we will make this special video about that. There are a lot of questions. First of all, where to get the venue? In the mall or in the separate building? How big the building should be? What are the conditions of the current venue and what are the terms from the landlord? How big is the traffic of the customers in this particular location? Or do you need to invest more into the digital advertising? We do have answers for those questions and I will tell you more about that in the next videos. Sometimes you can get a deal from the landlord and get a free month without paying for the rent. It is a really good option while you're building your location and saving your money for 2 or 3 months, which could be up to $20,000. The initial square footage that you need for starting the VR arena is 1,500 square feet approximately. Of course, as I said, it could be higher, but here you need to collect the rent costs. So in average, I would say that it is from 2,000 to 3,000 square feet for the VR arena business. You need to be careful about getting the venue in the mall because yes, you are getting additional traffic of the customers there, but the prices for the rent are way much higher. And sometimes malls are getting percentage from your revenue, which is a really big trouble. So you need to understand that if you're getting additional 20-30% of the traffic, it will cover all of your rent costs. Or maybe it is better to invest this money into the marketing and get your customers through the digital advertising. The good thing here that in the marketing you're paying only once, but you're getting your client forever. But renting a place in the mall, you're paying forever basically. Step 4. Making your own legal entity. This is actually the most simple step in the whole thing, but it is better to make this in parallel while you're searching for the building, because in some countries or states you need to get some special permits for running this business, and it is just time consuming. Step number 5. Making your own identity. Basically creating your own brand. So you need to create a design, your logo, design of the location, website, social medias, and all of that stuff. Of course, you can make it on your own if you're talented and if you're inspired by some other VR companies or whatever you find in the internet. But for me, I would suggest you to hire the professionals in this thing. First of all, they would do it better. Second, you see how many things you need to do on your own, so you need to have some free time for other things. So just hire the designer and other people who will do the brand, website, and other stuff for you. Or, by the way, if you're purchasing an existing franchise, in this case, you will have the whole franchise package ready and all of the designs, brand, and all of that stuff will be there inside. Step number 6. If you have a ready design, and I'm begging you not to start this step if you don't have a design project, then you can start the construction and decoration of your venue. The good thing about VR is that you need to have an empty space and your clients are most of the time in the headset, so they don't see what is going on around. But the bad thing is that they're coming to your place and they still see the whole space and your decorations. The virtual reality is still considering as something futuristic, and as I said before, you're providing service to people, so your place need to be very good looking. This is what attracts players and make them come back to your location again. You need to make a really good reception zone, lounge zone for people who are waiting for their game or who are taking a rest in there. You need to take care about your game zone, restroom in the end. So it is very important. And if you have a ready design project, it will be way much easier to do. It is very fast and actually cheaper than if you create it without any design. Here we are a little detailing about my company. If you want to have a franchise company which is profitable, if you want to have a lot of clients who are happy playing virtual reality games and join the community of entrepreneurs, you can leave a request for our franchise company, Another World Virtual Reality. The link in the description, so we are waiting for your request to tell you more about it. Step number 7. Again, we are doing that in parallel with the previous one. Actually, we are starting our advertising. Yes, we haven't opened yet, but we need to tell our story to people so that they will be interested, and after we open our doors, we will have our first customers. There are a lot of little things that you need to care about. Putting your business into the Google Maps, TripAdvisor, or any other review apps. You need to start the Google AdWords campaigns. Yes, you cannot book your clients yet, but you need to collect their contacts. So after you open your doors, you can contact them and welcome them to your place. Don't forget about social medias. First of all, about Facebook and Instagram. You can post a lot of interesting content there, and not only about future games that will be available for the players, but also the story about your business. You can make this connection with your clients and they will be waiting for your opening. Again, if you want to know more about how to advertise your business before opening, contact us and we will provide you more information about that. Step number 8, purchasing the equipment. It really depends on what kind of a content you are going to provide to your customers. So basically your content provider will give you the list of the needed equipment. We do have video on our YouTube channel about comparing different VR headsets, so you can check it and pick the right one for you. Don't forget about non-gaming equipment like TVs, monitors, or even fridge and microwave in the lounge zone. And final step. After you got your construction works ready, you got all of your equipment, you just need to set up the games. Again, it all depends on your content provider. They will help you support on how to do all these things, but still don't forget to run the test groups, your test customers, to run the games. Those will be free games for your customers, but you will get rid of the bugs, you will get first reviews, and this could be very good advertising of your business. After you cover all these steps and make it on a top-notch level, this will give you a really good business of the VR arena and will make your customers happy and want to get back again. And now I want to talk a little about those people who might not fit into this business really well. First of all, people who want fast money. It doesn't work this way in this business. Actually, it doesn't work in any business. You need to work hard and have such a discipline. Yes, you can get a good profit at the end, but you need to work hard. The payback period for this business is approximately from 8 to 12 months. The business could start bringing profit from the second or from the third month. But if you want to invest today and after a couple of weeks get 10x, it doesn't work this way. Second, I do not recommend you to go all in for this kind of a business. Yes, there are some force majeures or there could be some additional operational expenses. So you need to have additional money in your pocket. Starting any business is a risk, so you need to carefully count your business model and leave some extra space for yourself. And the last, I would not recommend to start this business for people who don't want to be involved in it. We just discussed so many steps that you need to follow to make your business successful that if you don't want to be involved, it might not bring you the right result. I'm not talking that you need to do all of the work yourself. Of course, you need to hire professionals and contractors. For example, as I said, if you want to save a lot of money on the brand, design, marketing, you can buy a franchise. For example, like ours. Getting our product, you can be sure that you will get a high-end support and high-quality product. You will get a ready brand, website, design project for the location, a lot of marketing instruments, and of course, the library of our content. Moreover, we are developing new games every year, and I can surely say that our product is one of the best on the market. So if you want to get into that, and if you're interested in Another World VR Arena business, just contact us in the description, and we will give you more info on how to become our partner. I hope you really enjoyed this video and it was useful for you. If you have any questions left, ask those in the comments and I will try to answer all of those. And in the end, do what you really love, and if you like this video, put a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you on our videos.